Good evening. I'm going to revisit the home tap. I always call it the home tap because that name is stuck in my head. Now it's called the Sub. This is the Sub, and this holds a 2-liter bottle of beer from Hopsy, and it is cold and on my counter, right? So fridge, beer, lots of room for beer. So this is triple Voodoo Flute Loops American IPA. And so this machine is great. It comes with these plastic. Actually, I can show you what they look like. These plastic 2-liter bottles, and you just put them into the machine. You take the plastic off. You put them into the machine sideways, and you feed this valve into this top part here. It clicks in. You close it. It pressurizes the system, and so these are filled with CO2 backfill, so no air touches them. It keeps them fresh, and then this system keeps it pressurized, and it doesn't expose it to air, so it's still fresh. So it's like having a growler that you've never opened, and it's a fresh carbonated pour every time, which is super great. So I just tapped this triple Voodoo, and so I poured a little bit off because the first pour is a little heady sometimes. And Hopsy has these kind of tulip glasses, which are really cool when you're pouring. If you're pouring a beer that you want to get a lot of head out of, this kind of curved glass makes it a heady pour. So here's how the machine works. You hear the compressor kick in. This looks like it's still pouring pretty heady, so I'll give it a second to catch up, because I can't drink through that. Like I said, the first beer or so pours heady. Usually I pour my beer into stemless wine glasses, but I haven't, actually maybe they're in the dishwasher. Anyway, I don't have any handy at this moment. Yeah, so when you pour it, just like a tap when you're doing it at a bar, you gotta pull the tap full, otherwise it gets super foamy. So let's take a look at this triple Voodoo. Again, this is an American IPA. It comes in at 6.8%. So aroma-wise, a little danky, and some sharp kind of bitterness. I get a like grapefruit out of this a little bit. So a little citrusy. Definitely poured heady. Looks like it's a little carbonated. It looks a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Hazy, cloudy. There we go. Not carbonated, cloudy. And I can't tell if it's going to dissipate when I drink. It's going to be hard to drink through this because this is pretty heady. Should I pour a little bit off? Oh, I don't want to lose too much beer. So, this is definitely a nice bitter IPA for bitter IPA drinkers. Actually, it's pretty hop forward up front. I get a lot of bitterness. Oof, that dripped on my foot and it's cold. I get a lot of hop bitterness in the aroma and then initially in the flavor, but it kind of softens into this tropical bitter finish. It's definitely a bitter drying sensation, but delicious. This is a really good beer. At first I thought it was going to be a little bit too bitter for my liking, but it has it kind of softens a little bit, and the bitterness isn't really aggressive. It kind of stays put, and then there's a lot of other stuff going on. It almost has some tropical floral stuff going on in the very, very back, and it all kind of swirls together. Very drinkable, very delightful beer. So this is the Hopsy Sub, and the 2-liter bottle, like I showed you, is called the Torp. And it's great. The bottles are recyclable. You can get Hopsy delivered, and I think right now they're in the Western United States, but they're expanding out. You can get beer out of the San Francisco beer market, San Diego, and then I think as of maybe 5 days ago, New York. And I haven't ordered any beer from New York yet, but I'm excited about that. You can pick up in their retail. They have a retail storefront in Albany, downtown Albany, or you can have it cold shipped to you. And you're supposed to be able to pick a kind of a time for delivery, a time window. But I have to tell you, when I ordered it last, Golden State just brought it at the end of the day. So I was out for delivery at 8 a.m. and I think they got to me after 6. But good thing I wasn't going anywhere. It worked out fine. But anyway, you can cold ship it to yourself. You get a day that it's going to be delivered, and you can kind of organize your life around that. And it's pretty great. It comes with a bunch of insulation around it. And this time around, I had these, because I ordered 4 of the Torps, I got these really giant ice packs, right? So like at some point, my whole life is going to be taken over by giant ice packs, because it seems really wasteful to throw them away. But you can see from my last order. But anyway, so great machine. I definitely recommend it, and great beer that you can get in it. I feel like there are some there are a bunch of regular breweries and then some always new brews, because the craft beer market's putting out new stuff all the time. And I've enjoyed pretty much everything. I don't think I've hated anything. I'm trying to think if I hated anything. I don't think I've hated anything that I've gotten. So you can get things from like Magnolia, Triple Voodoo, Alameda Island. I'm going to forget. I think you can get Crooked Cider. I don't drink a lot of ciders. You can get Ale Industries beers out of here, out of Hopsy. So lots of great stuff. And then San Diego, I think, has Mike Hess, Coronado, and some others. I'm not really familiar with the San Diego market very much. But great stuff. So like I said, take a look and check out all the beers that you can get from the 3 markets that they're in right now. They're trying to expand and open new markets often, and then expand their shipping. And so keep your eye on Hopsy. Lots of great stuff coming out of there. And like I said, the Sub or the Torp or the whatever this thing is, the Home Tap is amazing. I recommend this highly. It's my baby. All right, there you go. If you have any questions about the machine or Triple Voodoo Flute Loops American IPA at 6.8%, let me know. If this is a beer that you've had or you already enjoy the Sub, let me know. I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.